It's an interesting concept. Probably the main theme is, can people overcome their compulsions freely?
Well, the film is a comedy genre. It's about a psychologist named Julian who plans to pop the big question to his girlfriend, Grace. And complications arise when his quirky patients interrupt his moment or his personal life, especially in that amazingly funny as well. And so the poor guy, Julian, he gets a rough time throughout the whole movie. And finally he does pop the question, and they end up marrying towards the end of the film. But along the way, it's a journey of excitement, fun, ups and downs, and moods and styles throughout the whole film. So I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Well, one of the characters, one of my personal favourite characters is Betty. She's a sexual addict on trying to attain someone that she cannot attain. But however, on the other side, when someone does find her attractive and tries to ask her out or go for it, she actually completely blocks them out. She actually goes the opposite way rather than trying to get to know the person. So her compulsive disorder is to actually try to go out there and get someone that she can't get.
Well, my character is a sophisticated young man. He's highly intellectual as well. He's a powerful man, high businessman as well. But he has a problem with, he's actually got a shoe fetish. Now, it's a disorder. It's due to, sometimes he can't get everything as he wants, and so he gets the next closest thing. So, for example, a shoe fetish can come from a sexual deprive. He can be deprived of sexual stuff, so that can be like lack of sexual stuff, or just the way he's brought up. He wasn't approached in it. So yeah.
Jean, yeah, she's really, a phobic. Her phobia is germs and any kind of dirt. She's got a backstory actually. She was taken away as a child in a garbage bin when she was playing hide and seek. So yeah, you can understand why she's a bit crazy.
She's very patient and she's very tolerant of Julian, I guess, up until this point. She's always been tolerant in the past. I guess she's at breaking point now, but it's been going on for some time. So in a way, that is me. But I'm a little bit more crazy than she is.
Do you mind if I take a look at the artwork? Yes, my character is well, he's a really good friend of the doctor, Julian, and he's been sent in by Julian to go inside the group and help them. And this group has no idea. They just think he's another obsessive compulsive patient.
Julian, I think, is a extremely positive and happy person. He has big dreams. He's very caring and considerate. He's very diplomatic, and in the way that he speaks to his patients, he'll always have their best interests. And I think he's just an all-round good guy.
My character, he's Ethan. He's a spy. He was in the movies Mission Improbable, which is, and then when it flopped, he decided to stay a spy. Mental breakdown. Yeah.
Lock tonight.
She's a very friendly, open person. She likes to give luck. She believes in feng shui and all the myths about luck in the world today. And her goal is to spread that luck to everybody because she believes in helping people.
Yeah. My friend Ling, she's very shy and very insecure about herself. Basically, her disorder came from being pressured from her parents to succeed, even though she tries really hard all the time. So she starts to mimic people. It started all from her parents pressuring her. Her mum used to take her out to courtrooms and that's what you have to be. You have to be a lawyer or go to a hospital and show her what a doctor would be like.
So. Introverted, private person, keeps to himself, wants to be noticed but doesn't want to be noticed, if that makes sense. He likes people to pay attention to him, but he doesn't want to draw the attention. He just wants people to pay attention without him having to actually do anything about it.
Okay, my character Betty, she's a sexy type girl. She's a paraphiliac, so that means like she is obsessed with sex, but she likes guys that don't like her, and she doesn't like guys that like her. That's right, and that's why she's obsessed with Julian, because Julian doesn't like her at all, and she could never have him because he's the doctor, and he's getting married to Grace.
She's a very nervous character, but then again she's very calm. Like she's new at her job. It's the first day of her job, so she's obviously very nervous, but overall she's a pretty laid back person, if you could say that. Maybe, if that makes sense.
Benjamin, wow, what can I say? I mean, he is an awesome guy. He's really good. He's a brilliant person, and I got to know him on a different level as well, as a personal friend of mine. And he's such a great guy. He's a very humble guy, very friendly, and I got along with him really well. And I mean, he's just very flexible. He listens to you, and we have fun. Ben and Megan, I mean, they're such a natural. I mean, maybe because they've worked together before that, but the chemistry level that they had was like, I mean, they've been in a relationship for like 2 years, and it just feels like they're made for each other. That's how you would feel when you actually see them and view them. There was nothing holding back in between their chemistry, and you can actually see like the love that they had and the caringness for each other, and that's what I believe is going to actually pick up the film and actually run through the film and make it a success.
Well, fortunately for myself, and I guess for Megan too, so that she shines in this film, is that we've had a background as friends, and we met in acting class maybe 5 or 6 years ago. So we've already got that connection, and I think that's great. I think that'll certainly help.
Some of the groups doing wonderful, right? The group which is the Dawn production group with Sam and Dawn. I'm not going to show you what they're actually doing and so on. This is the submission, right? And submission was on time. That's really excellent job. I was blown away, alright? So it was really, really well presented.
In regards to preparation, in the pre-production itself, we were given 3 weeks. In our first week, we were appointed first as directors and producers, and then we had a week, like a gap, where we can start organizing forms, contracts, and at this stage there were no casting. Okay, the following week, we after the class we started working out who we need as a cast, and our casting director Neil, he did an awesome, fantastic job. On the Sunday morning when we first started at 5 a.m, I was in contact with him. We actually stayed for 20 hours working just on organising cast. So we finalised all our cast on that Sunday, and we got stuck into working with the contracts Monday, and on Tuesday that day we had finalised all the contracts, printed them out and ready to be signed, and we still had another week to hand in all our proposal and all our contracts to the executive producers.
Basically, this is a folder that we presented to the executive producer, and as you can see, a lot of work has gone into different parts of the book. The crew members, we have also here the cast. You can see that quite a lot of work has gone into these into this project. You've got the costumes, what different ones are going to be wearing, their characters, who the characters are, The extras and so forth. Then you've got location contracts. For locations, you've got various forms of production, the rules.
Why is it important to have pre-production? Well, I always say this, and I believe in it deeply, is that if you fail to plan, plan to fail.
How hard it is. It's very, very hard. But if you can raise $1,000, you can raise $1 million. It's the same principle applying, just it's a little bit harder.
Initially, when I first heard that we need to raise money for the production, I immediately worked out what is the fastest, the possible way to raise money with less work involved.
Do you want some? Chocolates. $2, only $2.
And because I've actually worked with a friend that I know, his name is Lance. He actually runs the New South Wales Department for Fundraising through the Cadbury chocolates. I immediately gave him a call, and he actually sent out all the boxes within a day. For example, like June sold how many boxes? 3 boxes. Well done, man. That's fantastic. Excellent. Arthur's he's taken another 2 boxes. That's 4 boxes he's going to sell. Awesome stuff. So people in the industry, in the apparel industry and the embroidery business, where I instantly went to the suppliers, got my jackets, got the jackets that we needed, the vest, and everyone loved them. I mean, even from the other groups, some of them wanted to buy them, and I was happy to sell it to them if they wanted to. Okay. Just to let you know that the jackets are $25. Okay, they're cheap, and they're going to be warm for you guys early in the morning. You're going to do the job. It's going to show that we are a team. It's going to have the Don Productions on there, and at the same time, you'll always wear it after as a reminder of the project that we've worked on. Okay?
My name is June Lee. As you can see, I'm here to help out the team painting the house. I'm going to give you some tips on painting, alright? Wax up, wax down. Wax up, wax down. It's like what your local Karate Kid.
That's it.
Yep.
That's the technique.
That's right.
How did I find the location? Let me think. No, I knew straight away that okay, we can get the apartment, and then I thought of actually going to other places and shooting out in other locations where everything is ready and set up, and then it just hit me and it crossed my mind that my sister, she happens to have a house that is abandoned, no one's living there, and it will be demolished in around another 3 or 4 weeks. So I was just hoping that she wouldn't demolish it the day we're going to be shooting. So I approached her and she goes, yeah, that's fine, you can have the keys.
This area here is the reception, through there is the office.
So where's the desk going to be?
I'd imagine the desk will go over in this corner.
Yeah.
We'll have some chairs just where you're all standing.
Yeah.
In front of that little coffee table with magazines and so on.
Okay, we're actually getting our shoot MDF boards now at the moment. It's MDF board, it's a 9mm MDF board, quite cheap. I just got them cut at the place, and then what I did was just use some soft tapered screws, chipboard screws, and yeah, you just screw them in. It's quite simple. We're going to actually spray the inside of it. I'm going to make it look like as if it's a metal sheet.
Yep. Playing a bit like this slide on the skateboard. Someone push his feet, and that can just give the impression he's lowering down. He's going to be holding the rope above him, so he moves along the rope. And then he can like get pushed or pulled out of the frame really quickly.
Pretty much done here. We've got our handle on the inside. That's our version of shoot pretty much done. We're just going to spray it. The photo shoot that we organised was, what can I say? I mean, our publicity director Neil, he's done an amazing job, really. First of all, he was appointed as the casting director. He did an excellent, brilliant job. I can't describe how excellent he was with his level of professionalism and his efficiency with securing the cast. And on top of that, he even proved himself to be an awesome publicity director. He had organised the shoot with Don, our producer. He had came up with the choreographed shot of how we will need to organise the characters in a poster. And we actually organised with the executive producer to set up a day for the photo shoot, and at the same time we had rehearsals on the same night. But on the go, we actually got all the characters in character on the day. We set them up, we got them in there individually, we took their photos, and then we got them in there to do the poster, the actual photo itself, and it's actually on its way. And if you refer to the website, Neil has worked diligently, and awesome guy in sense of working with the website. And if you log on to the website, thedonproductions.com//battle therapy, you would see our website. It's already launched, and the pictures on there are brilliant. You're going to love it. Rehearsal is absolutely essential. Personally as a director, from taking acting classes and understanding what actors go through and how they need to achieve and overcome their objectives, I believe it is a crucial step in order to achieve performance in a film. What I was actually looking for in rehearsals was I needed flexibility, I needed people to listen, I needed creativity from people as well, and also at the same time not to think that they need to nail it on the day. No, the great thing about it was we sat down, we ran through the script itself, we asked questions about it, we collaborated, we had fun, we spoke about it, we thought about different ideas, and overall we actually sat down, we bonded together, and it was a great feeling.
Well, there's so many things that can just happen on the day, unexpected, and I think as much rehearsal as you can have, just getting your actions and everything else and your interaction, your relationship with the characters to feel natural.
To rehearse, well, obviously you want to know what to do.
If you don't rehearse, I would be screwed up there.
You become more your character every single time you do it.
Rehearsal before shooting is very important, even for a very immature actor like me who has to be quiet now.
Point on your feet. Can we tell you not to film like this? No, when you're working you need to cover your feet.
That's
as simple as that.
Action!
No.
Stop copying me, Morgan says, with an affirmative tone.
Sorry, I can't help it, my phone says. I like you. You're ugly.
The way I collaborated with everyone was to communicate effectively the vision that I was hoping to achieve. And I was very flexible as well, and I wasn't narrow-minded in the sense that, no, this is the way it's got to be and that's it. Because really you can't work like that in environments like that. Because it's a collective team effort, you really need to show that you're working as part of a team and not as I.
Everyone's working hard. Everyone's here for the same purpose, to get the job done. Things are going pretty well so far.
I can't act. Fuck acting. All I do is help out everything behind the scenes, lighting, gaffering, key grip. Pretty easy job, but I can handle it. Fuck.
Yeah, it's been good, long, but we're just shooting in the last location, just behind me, so it's nearly done, yeah.
It's very frustrating to actually work full on so hard in the heat, and also, well, because of the heat, just dealing with people getting frustrated. But it wasn't too bad.
And that place that you were at, that reception centre, man, that was hot. That's amazing. So,
Hottest day in history, I swear. Up in that the room at the restaurant scene, it was like 60 degrees. It was so hot. Yes, it's been the hottest day in the world.
What would Rana do? She'll probably...
I think Morgan would probably spend his last day alive maybe at the movies, I think. I don't know, if there was a new documentary out, definitely. Or maybe because it was his last day to live, he just, you know, suddenly he might just to hell with his condition and just go and make out with some chick that he wanted to make out with for a while or something, and get noticed like that, and probably get arrested for his trouble, but, you know, he'd be noticed.
My character, Jinxie Yu, she's a very friendly, open person. She likes to give luck. She believes in like feng shui and all the myths about luck in the world today. And her goal is to spread that luck to everybody, because she believes in helping people. Yeah. And she wants to help people to accomplish their goals. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
What she'll do?
What would they do?
Tear all her clothes off and go skinny dipping. Because she'd never do that in a million years.
Is that with Julian or without him?
Without him, she'd invite him along. But I think with her, it's just more the liberating feeling. Okay. Yeah, she'd invite him. Have sex. Grace wants sex. But not till she's married. Don't do drugs.
She's married, yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Excellent. Love your work.
That's it.
You know what? I don't think it would matter where he was or what he was doing. Just as long as he had Grace by his side, that would be it.
You mean betting Grace?
The ultimate. No, well...
Or maybe getting married?
Maybe we could finish off the day that way, but anything leading up to that point, just to have her there, to look at her.
I'm sure she'd do that last table for you.
She'd probably go and buy a coffin and make sure it's completely clean and get the hinges specially made and everything to make sure when she dies. And she'd probably go and get like titanium in like a hole for her to die in, kind of thing. Like, as in she wouldn't go in the dirt, obviously, and she wouldn't want to get burned because then her ashes would go in dirt as well. So yeah, she'd try and find the cleanest. Actually, she'd probably get shipped in a really clean shuttle to space.
I don't know.
Tough question. Doing a very good scene. Yeah? I would say. Anything to go out in style.
Yeah. I don't think she'd want to be around other people because she'd have the habit of mimicking them. So I reckon on a secluded beach somewhere, just relaxing. Yeah.
Well, a few people would say he'd spend his last day in a shoe shop, sorry. Yeah. So, but I don't think that's the case. I think his last day would be he'd try a solution, find a cure for his problem. Yeah. So he could live a normal... Oh, well, he's not going to live a normal life if it's the last day.
Go crazy. She would go crazy because she's so nervous. She would just let it all out and go everywhere. Be crazy, do whatever.
She'll probably overtake all the television stations all around the world and threaten them with a nuclear bomb.
Oh yeah, Don. Don't trust Don.
Why?
No, he's a good man.
He is the coolest guy ever. We got free vests with the Don Productions on it with the horse. probably the coolest present I've ever got.
Free? How did you get your vest free? I had to pay for mine.
Let me say I had to do a couple of favours for the Don that I'm ashamed of.
What did you think about working on the Don production?
Excellent. Well organised, terrific. I can't say any more. I was approached with other groups, but these guys, I've seen them put in the hours. I go on net late at nights and I still see them on the internet, like just doing all this information. It's unbelievable. It's as if a proper production company was hosting a Hollywood movie or something. Honestly, it's an excellent job by all of them. So congratulations to them all.
Within 5 days we had, less than that, we had a production manual with everything in it. They put so much work into this that when we walked on set, everything was organised. And Don doing the other bits and pieces that we had, and Neil and everyone's just been fantastic. After every sort of rehearsal, Sam would send out an email stipulating what went on, what he was happy with, what he wasn't so happy with, and that kind of thing. So the communication was so good. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Working with us.
Don. As in the whole company. I loved it because I'm part of it now. So basically it's just one big family. Don makes you feel really at home. Everybody, all the crew, they're just like, there's no hierarchy, there's nothing. Everybody's equal, everybody feels good.
Because you've got all these people who think they're high and mighty telling me what to do all the time. And I'm an actor, you probably can tell us what to do, but we're not going to listen. Or I'm not going to listen.
Well, the advantages are that you get to control what actually happens. Basically, that you own the production company, the actual people are working for you. I suppose the things that are not good is if you get someone on site who really doesn't want to be there or work, but we're pretty fortunate to have everybody happy to work with us.
Sam Carnes.
Yeah.
Well, it's not bad. He paid me. He paid us all. Nah, he's good. He's creative because he actually did this whole set in there, especially the ducted bit of Ethan trekking through the ducting. Yeah, he constructed it all, and he's very creative, very efficient.
Sam's mean. He yells at me a lot. I probably deserve it sometimes, but in general, I don't think I do. I've been hobbling around on crutches, still coming to rehearsal, and he yelled at me the other night.
I try to, I'm very patient. If there are times, if there are times that I probably screamed, not necessarily screamed, but just raise my voice in a firm manner, just to get everyone focused. And if I have actually hurt someone, please know that it wasn't intentional. And humbly, I would seek forgiveness from every actor. If I did step out of line or if I did say anything that wasn't correct, once again I ask for everyone to forgive me.
I think he's very good at what he's doing. He's a very good director, and he's not that mean. He's just a little bit mean,
Okay.
You're okay, Sam. Yeah.
Sam's great. Sam is so, he kind of accommodates for everybody, and he stays really calm, which is really important because everybody else is stressed. He's pretty good actually.
Working with Sam has been a real pleasure.
Yeah.
Honestly, Sam could probably play Julian. He's very, very diplomatic. He's very. I put my trust in Sam.
He's absolutely brilliant. The way he approaches all the actors, talks to them, helps them through their scene, through their dialogue. There's only one word I can say, and that's just brilliance.
Hello, how are we going? All right, guys. That's a wrap, guys. Well done.
G'day, guys. I'm Benjamin Hanley, and this is Battle Therapy. Yeah. Hope you enjoy. All the best.